Hello, welcome back. How about if we crochet a rose today? Um, so get yourself a pen and paper, coffee, we're going to need that. Whatever color yarn you're going to work with. I'm using a 4-ply red. And my pattern calls for a J hook. You can use larger, smaller, anything you want. I'm going to use a J and a 4-ply. So if you're ready, let's get this party started. I'm just going to put my yarn in that bowl so it rolls around easier and doesn't get hair on it. We are going to start with a chain 30. So give yourself a nice little tail, making a slip knot. And we're going to loosely chain 30. Now, as a tip, you may want to go one hook size larger when you do your first one. So I have a K hook and I'm going to do 30. $10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Go back to my J hook. That is just a preference of mine. Second from the hook, single crochet second from the hook. 1, 2, single crochet. Chain 2, skip the next stitch, single crochet. Skip, chain 2, skip the next one, single crochet, chain 2, skip 1, single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet the next, chain 2, whoops, I'm not even in frame, skip, single crochet the next, chain 2, skip, single crochet the next, chain 2. Oh, we almost lost our ball. Don't lose your balls. Chain 2, skip the next one, single crochet the next, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2, skip, single crochet, chain 2. We're just going all the way down to the end. Same pattern, skip. All right, we have chain 2, skip the next one. We should have 2 stitches left. Skip and single crochet your very last one. Turn. Three single crochets in the first space. One moment. So row 3 of our rows is where we're at right now. And we should start with a chain 1. It's not in my pattern. For height. So, chain 1. Single crochet the first, 3 single crochets in the first space. So, you guys, sorry about that, but our space is the chain 2 space that we did. So 3 single crochets in that one. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch the next stitch, which is the one in between that chain 2 space. Chain 1, 3 half double crochets in the next space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch, same space, slip stitch, same space, slip stitch the third space, chain 1, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, slip stitch, same space, slip stitch the next space, chain 1, 4 half double crochets in the same space, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch, same space, slip stitch next space, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch, same space, chain 1, 4 half double crochets in the next, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch, same space, slip stitch next space, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what our pattern looks like. That was 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, slip stitch, same space. Slip stitch the next space. Chain 1, 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch the next space, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, three, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch same space, slip stitch into the next space, chain 1, 4 half double crochets, 1, whoops, I gotta fix that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch same space, slip stitch into the next space, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch same space, slip stitch into the next space, chain 1, 4 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 1, slip stitch into the same space, slip stitch next space, chain 1, 5 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 1, slip stitch. By now we should have one last chain 2 space left. We're going to slip stitch into it, chain 1. If you don't worry about it. If you have extra, you can't mess these up. 4 half double crochets. So our pattern, if you have not noticed, was 5 half doubles, 4 half doubles, 5, 4, 5, 4, all the way. 2, 3, 4 half double crochets, we're going to chain 1 single or slip stitch, and then we're going to fasten off. So chain 1 one more time. That is just to lock it. Give yourself a nice long tail. Pull it tight to lock it in place. We are now going to need scissors, tapestry needle. I have my box. All right, get my tapestry needle. I think next time I will leave a super long tail and use that to sew my rose together. But since I did not do that, we'll just cut a long one and use it. Probably way longer than I needed, but that's okay. All right. So when we crochet in a normal pattern, our stitch faces us. If you can see how the stitch is facing forward, and how this one, it is away from you. What we want to do is on the end of our rose where we did our 3 single crochets, not the end where we half double crocheted all the way to the end, not that one, the other end, we are going to take it and just start very small, rolling it in on itself. And just keep turning it. Hold on a second, my tail got in the way. Keep that tail bent or pulled down. And again, you know, be creative. Use any color you want. The red is the easiest to see and probably the most common rose. I wonder if rose is the most common. And we are going to attach that together with our tapestry needle. Tapestry needle, extra yarn. And like I said, generally, I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, I wasn't. I should have kept a long tail. And I could attach these together. What we're going to do is we're just going to sew, going through all of your layers. Work your way to the other side. Not pulling it all the way out. Work your way back through, making sure you're going through all your layers. And I like to go through that chain 30 at the very beginning. You can go into the half double crochets, that's fine. Oopsie, don't spill that liquid gold. Speaking of, I better take a swig. All right, so you just want to snug it up a few. You don't have to do a lot. I mean, it's not a life preserver. It is a rose, and I have ends. What in the world am I doing here? Hold on, I have a loop somehow. I have no clue how that happened. So that loop ended up being one of my little tails. So I just stuffed it inside. And we're just going to continue in this manner, making our rose nice and snug. We just don't want it to fall apart anywhere. We don't want the inside to pop out. So we're just going to snug it up. And you can use these roses for so many cool things. You can add it to a scarf. You can add it to a hat. And that's our rose. I have way longer of a tail than I need. But that's why the birds love us so much. I'm just going to tie this off. And I like to do a reverse and then an extra one because I always forget which way I reversed it. And you can hide that extra long tail. And then cut it off. when you're hiding your tail, I like to weave back up again in the opposite direction. That way you know when you wash them that it's not going to come out. It's just an extra layer of protection. If you want, you can leave a little bit longer of a strand to attach it to something, but that, my friends, is how you make a tiny rose. So like I said, think outside the box. You can make these smaller using a smaller hook in a smaller ply yarn. You can make them larger. You can make them extremely large with doubling up on your yarns. Oh my gosh, you can get so creative. And also, you could roll them the opposite direction so that the stitch faces inward. So it's totally up to you. But there again is the bottom, the back side of our rose. And here's the top. If you like this type of content, please give my video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We would love to have you in the family. You guys, real quick, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. You guys are the best. The best. I hope you have, I was going to say the best day ever. A great day. The best day ever. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you make a ton of roses.